Sure thing, y'all. I know some of you firearm aficionados, myself included, are counting the days till the next SHOT Show. Luckily, manufacturers are letting the good stuff roll right now. SIG, which folks have been hashing over for the past several months, is charging ahead at full steam. They've released more new models in the blink of an eye than most folks manage in 5 years. But they ain't alone. Zenith Firearms, Auto-Ordnance, and Ruger are also stepping up. So buckle up as we're checking out 10 fresh guns hitting the scene. From tiny deep carry ones to optics-ready competition pistols, and even a few treats for those of you old-school roller-delayed fans. We've got revamped classics, performance upgrades, and some clever designs that might just be worth your hard-earned buck. If you're on the hunt for a new carry piece, or a race-ready pistol that ain't a staccato, or you're simply curious about what might have your well-off range buddies excited in the coming months, stay tuned. You might even come across something you never knew you needed. Let's dig in. Steel frames often feel robust, but the SXG takes it to a whole new level that polymer pistols usually can't hit. Pick it up, and the 49-ounce heft reassures you that recoil ain't ruling the day. SIG's own Max Michel ensured that when he called for a stainless frame, bull barrel, and slide cuts to reduce weight while maintaining strength. What emerged is a 9mm race gun that stays flatter than many pistols with compensators. A 2 to 12-pound SIG blade trigger breaks at a neat 90 degrees and resets with a click you can feel. 3 21-round magazines load smoothly through the flared magwell and drop free, no struggle. Fiber optic sights shine bright, but the slide is cut for a Delta Point Pro footprint, so most folks will add a dot before their first range day. At $17.99, it ain't a lighthearted buy. Personally, I steer clear of any P320 variants and all. But if you're gunning for USPSA limited optics or carry optics, this one's ready right off the bat. So if you're a SIG P320 devotee, it might be worth a look-see. Deep carry pistols don't often get hearts racing, but the new manual safety LCP Max adds practicality with a dash of conversation-starting appeal. Ruger kept it light at 10 ounces and pocket-friendly, then added a left-side thumb lever with a reassuring click reminiscent of a 1911. Model 13,754 throws in a magazine disconnect and a loaded chamber window, giving cautious carriers all the mechanical reassurances they could want. Tritium front sights with a white ring team up with a deep notch rear, making quick sight acquisition a breeze when adrenaline spikes, even in low light. 10-round flush-fit mags come in the box. 12-rounders sit a smidge lower than a Heinto's Pinky Rest, and that can transform this micro-compact into a pretty solid nightstand piece too. The secure action fire control system breaks clean and resets with a palpable touch, even though trigger travel feels a bit much compared to other duty firearms. Still, recoil feels easygoing thanks to Ruger's delayed unlock barrel cam, which slows the slide and lessens the kick seen in many pocket 380 pistols. Now, at $379, it feels like a tough sell, with its direct competition being the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. But if you're not keen on Big Blue for whatever personal reason, like the internal lock, I understand. This new LCP Max is the next thing to consider. Metal frame double actions never really vanished, they were just waiting for a comeback. The Legion twins respond to that call by blending the legacy of the original P226 with the modular needs folks have today. Both pistols come with stainless slides, alloy X-Series frames with ample undercuts, and 18-round flush magazines. The full-size version sports a 4.44-inch match bull barrel inside a Legend Gray Cerakote slide, while the carry model shortens that barrel to 3.8 inches and drops a couple of ounces, making comfortably carrying in the front easier. Trigger choices are significant. SIG provides the AX1 single-action shoe for those who crave a break like a glass rod, and the AX2 double-action system for those that value a long first pull, followed by short subsequent presses. Tuners can adjust over-travel and pre-travel on AX2 models to personalize each pull. X-Ray 3 daylight sights sit atop slides pre-milled for Siglo C Pro, RMR, DPP, and Romeo 2 footprints. Switching optics is a matter of minutes, not hours. Parts compatibility with X5 components means folks can swap out magwells or slides without a gunsmith's help. Field time brought predictable recoil, swift sight recovery, and magazines refusing to stick on reloads. Pricing info from SIG is still pending, but what are your thoughts? I ain't a SIG lover, but the P226 reels me in every time, so I'm keen on snagging one of these. Roller-delayed enthusiasts have long sought ambidextrous controls and affordable mags since the heyday of the MP5. Zenith delivers with 2 carbines featuring one modern roller-delayed system. The 9mm ZF9 sports either a 6 or 9-inch cold hammer forged barrel, threaded half 28 with a tri-lug hover at 4 pounds minus the magazine, making it feel lively around tight corners. Its bigger sibling, the ZF10, houses the robust 10mm cartridge, stretches the barrel nearly 9 inches, and adds half a pound. Both maintain identical operating setups, fully mirrored bolt and magazine releases, and charging handles that stay in place post-rack. Glock or Scorpion magazine wells swap in moments, letting shooters choose cheap polymer options for range days or sturdy steel for duty. Last round bolt hold open, once a rarity in roller systems, now ships as standard, reducing reload uncertainty. On the firing line, the smaller model clocks sub-50 splits with recoil, resembling that of a gas-operated carbine more than a blowback pistol caliber carbine. The 10mm version packs more punch but remains manageable, ideal for hunting hogs or defensive roles where penetration through barriers counts. Prices are rumored to be in the $1,500 range, not too shabby. Either one of these offers MP5-like smoothness, minus the collector's premium. And finally, the ambidextrous setup lets lefties enjoy roller guns hassle-free. Concealment often requires trade-offs, but the Lux doesn't compromise on comfort or looks. SIG used the successful P365 architecture, swapped the polymer grip for a stainless AXG module finished in pearlescent black Cerakote, then added a slide-integrated compensator that directs pressure forward to keep the muzzle steady. Recoil with standard Winchester white box feels more like a .22 Magnum than a center field round, a welcome feature for both beginners and seasoned shooters. The flat X-Series trigger snaps crisply and resets quickly, and the X-Ray 3 sights illuminate against low-light backgrounds. 12-round magazines fit flush, giving the pistol a capacity on par with many 9mm compacts. It's capable of exceptionally quick double taps with no discomfort, and the extra weight of the metal grip ensures the slide glides smoothly without jams. The frame's Picatinny slot fits micro lights, transforming the Lux into a legitimate nightstand candidate. Although the MSRP is yet to be announced, the quality and part selection suggest it's positioned in premium P365 terrain. Carriers who prioritize low recoil, premium styling, and factory dependability over bargain pricing will find the Lux a solid choice. Now, or finds. Few firearms evoke Americana like a Tommy Gun and a GA45, ready for a speakeasy raid. Auto-Ordnance leaned into that nostalgia with distressed bronze Cerakote, wooden stocks laser engraved with newspaper headlines, vintage fivers, and the bold script of Tennessee moonshine. The semi-auto Thompson features a 16.5-inch barrel topped by a pinned compensator. It comes with both a 50-round drum and a 20-round stick, pleasing both casual shooters and history enthusiasts. The weight is just north of 12 pounds, providing steady sights during rapid sequences and making the vintage open bolt a non-issue for accuracy. Its accompanying pistol carries the same finish and engraved grip panels. The single-action trigger is sharp, and the slide-to-frame fit is tighter than many modern production 1911 models. Together, they conjure images of smoky jazz clubs and Prohibition-era cars, yet both run current .45 ACP ammo effortlessly. Collectors will appreciate that each gun arrives in its own serial-numbered hard case, while shooters will enjoy the ease of finding replacement parts and magazines. This set costs nearly $4,400 if purchased together, but no other factory pair provides such period charm paired with ready-to-use reliability. Time spent fiddling with adjustments is time taken from practice, and the Max 2.0 was crafted to fix that. A tungsten-infused TXG grip module lowers the center of gravity, anchoring the muzzle during transitions heavy with muzzle flip. The 5-inch bull barrel pairs with a stainless guide rod and 2 provided recoil springs, 14 and 12 pounds, allowing shooters to adjust for softer or more robust loads. SIG installs a 6 MOA Romeo 3 Max optic at the factory, positioning the dot low enough to align with suppressor height irons and Stix Hogue Raptor tape on the grip. The skeletonized flat trigger breaks around 3 pounds with minimal over travel. Magazine changes use a Springer precision release, extending just enough for gloved handling without accidental engagement. On USPSA stages, the pistol pounds steel with predictable dot return during bill drills and produced pairs hovering around 1600ths apart. 4 21-round magazines complete the kit, enabling new competitors to tackle a local match without any extras. If you're a seasoned competition shooter used to tuned pistols, and you don't share my lack of enthusiasm for all P320s, the Max 2.0 could serve as a solid ready-to-go backup option. Another P320, but hear me out. This reserve model is a fresh take on the P320 with mirror-bright DLC, including an integrated slide compensator built right into the nose. Gases exhaust upward through polished ports that merge with the profile, guiding muzzle flip downwards without adding bulky attachments. The frame, slide, and flat trigger all share a shiny finish, and gridlock grip panels catch the light at the range while maintaining a firm grip. The weight is 46 ounces with a magazine, so recoil feels calm, even with defensive loads. X-ray 3 sights safeguard the optics-ready Pro Cut, and 3 21-round mags ensure plenty of firepower. Firing strings at 15 yards left tight clusters, suggesting that the short 3.9-inch barrel sacrifices nothing in accuracy. Limited production numbers and a $2,000 price tag mean if you have one, you probably won't find another fellow owner at the club pennies. Today's hunter traversing miles before scouting a distant ridge needs a rifle light enough to carry, yet sturdy enough to remain consistent as the barrel warms. The Sawtooth meets that need with an 8-pound monolithic aluminum receiver paired with a 24-inch proof research carbon barrel. Chamber choices include 7mm PRC, 300 PRC, and 300 Win Mag, each fed from AICS long-action mags. The 2-stage trigger adjusts from 2.5 to 4 pounds and breaks cleanly. Folding the stock for transport cuts overall length to 35.6 inches, helpful when strapping the rifle to a pack or sliding it into a side-by-side. Reports suggest this can achieve sub-half minute of angle groups with factory Hornady Precision Hunter ammo. If true, it's worth a close look. The 60-degree bolt throw gives ample clearance for large optics, and the carbon barrel keeps it manageable for offhand shots. At $2,700, it's priced fairly. Ah, thank goodness. SIG's rolled out a new pistol that isn't yet another P320. Granted, double-stack 1911 variations already merge classic feel with modern capacity, but SIG aimed higher. The P211 GTO uses P320 magazines, allowing owners to use readily available 21 and 23 round steel mags rather than costly custom options. A full-size steel frame supports a 4.4-inch bull barrel capped by a MAC 3D printed compensator. Gas management within the compact device reduces recoil to 9mm levels akin to competition open guns, yet remains sleek. The straight-pull skeletonized trigger falls between 3.5 and 4 pounds with virtually no over travel, delivering a touch closer to a tuned revolver than a traditional 1911. Ambidextrous safeties ride flush. The grip safety disengages with minimal pressure, and an internal firing pin block maintains drop safety. Owners preferring optics can attach a Romeo X to the SIG Low C Pro cut in moments. Those favoring iron sights receive a fiber optic front and black serrated rear. As field trials conveyed, this setup produced ragged holes at 25 yards and managed triple tap drills, an impressive feat from a non-ported slide. At nearly $2,400, the GTO stands as SIG's flagship gun for now. With that price, I'm hesitant. I mean, a Staccato C2 is $30 cheaper, and as this is SIG's first go at a 2011 style, who knows what gremlins might arise. But again, if you are firmly in the SIG camp, don't let me steer you away. So there you have it, 10 fresh guns, each bringing something unique to consider. Which ones are y'all looking to own? Which ones feel overhyped? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this rundown, do give it a like, share it with your buddies, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay tuned for what's coming next.